time. This is a uni story when I was in university. And university, I always say, is like a doorway to sin. Like before university, things were calm. After university, you're drinking, you're smoking, you're sexing, you're partying all the time. It just gets crazy, especially if you go to a kind of like student campus type of college or university like I did. And so there was this particular story. So in my first year, or my freshman year, as Americans would say, I must have met this girl, and basically we go way back. We went to the same primary school, uh, basically. So the Muslims' call to prayer is just starting here, so I'm hoping that it's not so loud. But yeah, we went to the same primary school, so it was easy to connect. It was like, oh my goodness, yeah, just got to flow. And next thing you know, she's sucking me off in her bedroom. We get to business. And basically, back then, I was a bit more naive. And in fact, even back then, I didn't go around kissing and telling. I don't think that's player. That's not P at all, to go around kissing and telling. Even back then, I was 17, 18. I still kept it P, and I didn't do that. But I would say like maybe about 2 years later, or a year and a half later, I was now in my sophomore year, and I was living with other guys. I was living with other guys, and basically, there was a guy that I was living with. He was my roommate. He was upstairs. Excuse me, I'm drinking clove tea. And he was basically like, oh, this girl, I'm really liking her, I'm getting to know her, blah, 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 that kind of thing. And back then, for me, it was like, should I tell him that me and her did a thing because you showed me the pictures? And I was like, oh, I know her. Like, yeah, obviously you don't want to hear that. Oh, I know her, that kind of thing. Like, I was like, do I tell him if he's serious about this girl, but she sucked off your dog? I'm thinking, so I basically was like, yeah, between me and you, I just kept it calm. Even back then, I said, between me and you, me and her did a thing. Kind of like in the past, blah, 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 just told him. Next thing you know, so he was linking her at church. He met her at church or whatever. So now he pulls up to church on the next Sunday or whatever, and he's giving her off vibes. So maybe he was nice, he was like this, and he's giving her standoffish vibes that I ain't trying to talk to you. And he did it so, like, to such an extent that she apparently, because he relayed the story back to me, that she apparently went back to him and was like, oh, you know about me and me, basically. And he was just like, and then basically they cut it off. And I didn't really like what he did there, because he made it seem like I was running my mouth telling all the man them that I hit, when meanwhile I just told him, and he's going to tell all the rest of the man them that I hit, or that I was with it. And I don't really like that. So this is what I would say: if you do something with a woman, just keep it silent. Don't share it with your friends. If he wants to marry her and you blew her back out in a threesome with your other boy, keep silent, because that's it. Kind of, till this day, I kind of want to tell her that I just told him boy to boy. I didn't tell him to go around telling all the guys, because to her it looks like I'm a chatterbox now, and I'm gassed up, and I was telling all the man them that I hit, blah blah blah. He made it sound like, so he kind of ruined my image a little bit. Obviously I brushed it off because I didn't really care. It was so far gone. I didn't really care about all that. But yeah, he could have had a situation with a relationship with her. I could have just kept it silent. And this happened again. So there was another situation. And I kind of knew where to stand with that guy. I knew not to chat about gyal with them man anymore, and I never did. I would used to close the door when I'm bringing drones in. They don't need to see my drones. They need to see what I'm bringing in. Like, these niggas is trifling. Like, for real. Ain't no friendship in this bitch. And yeah, so there was another situation. So I had this girl, blew her back out. She came to the crib, and then some years later, like 3-4 years later, a guy that I hadn't even graduated. I was working. I was just in the city working, and a guy that I went to college with, I was speaking with him, and he was like, oh yeah, I really like this girl. I love her, blah, blah, blah. He showed me the pictures, and I'm like, this the same. I didn't say a word. I don't owe him anything. I don't owe him an explanation. He has an understanding that she has a past. None of my business. And when I was with this girl, she was telling me like, yeah, she cheated on her man, the man that she was with, because she was always on Snapchat, lovey-dovey. She cheated on him and all this and that. I knew her secrets. I blew her back out, and he was talking about he's in love with her and he wants to make something serious with her. I said, you do your thing, gang. And that's the kind of energy you have to go with. So when if you pimping or you doing your thing, always keep silent, man. Don't share it with your friends. Don't share it with your brother. Because I remember a situation as well, like I had a girlfriend and I got her at the same time. Like, sometimes it just happens. Me and my closest friend in college at the time, like the same girl. And I just happened to get with her quicker because I went to the Motive, lipsed her, did this and that with her, and we kind of became a thing. And he was like secretly resentful of the fact, because he liked her too, and like, but I just moved first. So you kind of got to be careful with friends and family and all this when it comes to gal, car ain't no, everybody's competing. But yeah, that's the story, man. Keep it P when you're dealing with Jones.